Hello everyone, my name is Dave and welcome to the YouTube channel Anima and Animus, and I'm speaking with you today from the heart, the seat of the soul. I'd like to start off, ladies and gents, by saying thanks very much for all the likes, shares and people who subscribed to the channel recently. It's helped me a lot, that, and it's nice to know that I'm not talking to myself as I usually do, so thanks very much folks, I appreciate that a lot. I just wanted to say how I got involved in Jungian work many years ago. For many years I was addicted to alcohol and then different types of drugs, including heroin addiction, and then off all of the drugs, back onto alcohol addiction, off that and into various types of self-development. And through that, through some very good friends of mine, I was introduced to Jungian analysts and hence the dream work. And that continues today. So I understand for myself the vitality that comes from working with dreams with myself, and see others do likewise, to get to know the archetypes, the driving patterns of behaviour, and the complexes, the groups of related ideas, thoughts and images. And at the heart of each complex is an archetype, and it's vital to make those conscious, to assist us in what Carl Jung coined as the process of individuation, which I mentioned on previous viewings about. It's essential to work with that towards the archetypes of the great elder wise man and great elder wise woman. And those archetypes, those complexes, have a lot of our potential within them. And as we bring those into consciousness over a period of time, we learn so much more about ourselves. And I'm going to bring in Anne Baring's work on this flip chart here to illustrate something which I think is important about the Sleeping Beauty tale, which is an old favourite of mine. So I'll just put this to one side, ladies and gents, and I'll just quickly show you some of the books that I've built up, some of my dream journals over the years. They're the type of books, A4 size, that I use. And a couple of Anne Baring's books, she's written several books, but I've brought two here. Anne's site is annebaring.com, and that's one of the books, Soul Power, which I understand this information comes from. And the other book, ladies and gents, is an incredible book, The Dream of the Cosmos, Quest for the Soul. Just put that over there. Please excuse me while I turn to the chart. So reference Anne Baring, fairy tales. Fairy tales and myths awaken and nourish the imagination. The imagination reconnects us with the forgotten instincts. When we are not in touch with our inner life, it is as though a vital part of us is asleep. It cannot communicate with us, nor we with it. We cannot live to the fullest extent of which we are capable. A civilization will die when it has lost its connection to the soul. There's no mystery to understand. Poor instinctive life and poor soul. I do apologise if this writing's in green and it may be a bit faded, but hopefully you'll be able to understand what I'm going on about and it'll make some kind of sense. Please excuse me. The soul is not confined to the life of the individual. It is a vast web of relationships connecting invisible fields of energy, moving at a faster rate of vibration with the denser field of our physical reality. The purpose of our lives on this planet is to live in growing communion with this web of relationships. Reference Anne Baring. Please excuse me again. The Sleeping Beauty. Our living relationships with the soul is the treasure that we have lost. It is not by chance that the story of the Sleeping Beauty has survived over the centuries in different forms in most cultures, because it describes a profound truth about humanity. The soul lies spellbound in the enchanted castle of our inner life, waiting to be redeemed from its millennia-long trance by the longing for greater understanding of our predicament, the longing that alone can penetrate the hedge of thorns. Please excuse me. Now, the hedge of thorns is our inheritance of our beliefs, whether they're religious or scientific. It represents the greatest obstacle to the recovery of the lost treasure and vanquishes all but the most persistent. The fact that we are now on the verge of destroying the earth and each other is the direct result of living for so long over the centuries in ignorance of our most profound need to know that our lives are rooted in the life of the soul. Please excuse me again, ladies and gents. Knowledge of the whole unity of life, reverence for nature, trust in the powers of the creative imagination, in the atrophied faculty of intuition. All these are needed to help us recover that lost, instinctive relationship with life. They could open a way through the hedge of thorns. The soul is asleep, under a spell and held in bondage to beliefs and habits of behavior that deny us access to the deeper levels of our being. Our brilliant technological culture inflicts intolerable stress on us because it grants no value to feelings and allows us no time for a relationship with the soul, no time to awaken to the beauty and the wonder of the extraordinary treasure that lies hidden within and all around us. Reference Anne Baring. Thanks very much, Anne. Very powerful information there. And my work, as I've mentioned earlier, ladies and gents, keeps me plugged into that deeper level. It's quite easy for my ego, my complex, my archetypes to come through on me for drift off somewhere. I've never found this work easy, but it's vital for me to continue to do that. And it assists me to be just feel more of myself and more grounded. There was a time in the past where I stopped working with my dreams and I just felt there was something vital missing. As soon as I got back into that, there was a resistance within me to continue to do it, but I persevered and I started to feel more connected with it. And I'll leave this session here today and hope that you got something from that for yourself or any family or friends. Thanks very much for tuning in again, and I hope you'll return for future sessions. So I'd like to say, have a nice day, take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon.